Welcome to Dive into Nonfiction on this fine Friday. Today, we're going to talk about some of the heroines of World War II. And I'm going to share with you Lumberjills, and it was written by Alexandra Davis. And let's see what Lumberjills are all about. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee. Two loving parents smile and kiss their girl goodbye. 4 sturdy brown boots running down the road. 16 train cars chugging up the tracks. 27 new girls signing up to serve with 2 hands willing to work and with 1 stout heart. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee, 8 blankets folded neatly, make it feel like home. 200 cheerful girls learn to cut the trees. 400 gumboots muddle through the mud. 2 hands willing to work, and 1 stout heart. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee, 2 girls to chop and saw and split 1 giant tree. 1 girl measures well, another leads the team. One cart is loaded high and moving to the mill. 6 painful blisters heal and strengthen over time. 2 hands willing to work, and 1 stout heart. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee. 1 sweater soft and green warms against the chill. 3 girls burn the brush as well as warm the tea. 400 girls sing while they walk to camp. 5 nights are spent indoors, writing letters home. 2 games are all they have. They play them till they're bored. 2 hands willing to work, and 1 stout heart. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee. 1 coat big and brown for working in the snow. 4 o'clock, the sun is down, and all must leave the woods. 4 miles down the lane, until they reach the light. 1 dance hall brightly lit, the band plays loud and clear. 10 shades of lipstick, red smile big and bright. 47 servicemen are at the weekend dance. 2 hands willing to hold, and 1 stout heart. 1 pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee. 2,000 lumberjills singing timber ho! 10 million trees cut and sent to the war. As telegraph poles and roadblocks and pit props and more, as warships and fast trains and airplanes galore, as wood for trucks and woods for crate, wood for fences and wood for gates. All the different uses of those trees. 10 million trees cut and sent into the world for those at home and those away, that faith and hope would light the way. 2 hands willing to work, and 1 stout heart. One pair of woolen socks pulled up to the knee. 16 train cars chugging up the track. 4 faithful brown boots coming down the road. 2 loving parents wave and kiss their girl hello. 27 good friends singing the same song of 2 hands willing to work, and 1 stout heart. And in the back of this book, like so many books we share, we'll tell you all about the Lumberjills, the unsung heroines of World War II. And there were a lot of things that women did on the home front, as we see in here, cutting down trees. I didn't know about that. And also, there were women pilots, and there were women code breakers, and women that were WACs and waves, and all the different branches of the service that they served in as well to help support the war effort in World War II. So it's a fascinating period of history to read and study about, because it was a big part of like a lot of the world coming together to help with the war effort. So it's very interesting to read about that and about how everybody came together to do their part. There's some other books that you can check out here at the library or download on your computer to continue reading if you're interested in this and the role of women in World War II. This one is Code Girls, and it's the true story of American women who secretly broke the codes. We hear about the Navajo code talkers that really did their part in World War II. They served alongside the Navy and the Marines that they helped to transmit the different codes. And this is by Liza Munday, and it's an excellent, excellent book, Code Girls. Also, this is an eyewitness to the role of women in World War II. And this is a great nonfiction book by Jill Sherman. It compiled the information. And also, in these great nonfiction books, there's a glossary of terms, and there's also source notes of where the information came from, as well as different books to learn more, and a nice index, and also websites. So, the role of women in World War II, and also this one, Uncle Sam Wants You, with great archival pictures. This was by Sylvia Whitman, and it's called Military Men and Women in World War II. And here's a great quote here. We always tried to make the best of every situation. GIs were like that. You were there, you had a job to do, and we did it. And this is an Army radio operator, a quote from Charles Ives. You had a job to do, and you did it. So, and this talks about the role of men and women in World War II. And it tells about their experiences all over the world during World War II. And also on the home front, V is for victory. And there was a lot of planting victory gardens. A lot of people are gardening now. So V is for victory, that helped more food to get to our servicemen and women overseas. So people in the home front did everything that they could to grow their own food. And so this is all about the American home front in World War II. And again, use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. And it's a home front saying of the 1940s. And, you know, that women donated their own hosiery, and, you know, kids collected like tires and rubber hoses and everything, metal and paper, everything that could be recycled and reused for the war effort. A lot of cars, they didn't drive them, they took the tires off to donate them for the war effort. So, and as we see, here's a woman on the home front driving the tractor. In Britain, they called them land girls. And here she's working in the fields because a lot of the men were at the war. So, V is for victory. And finally, talking about the women pilots, and some of these pilots even tried to get into the astronaut corps in NASA to be some of the first women astronauts. So this is called Yankee Doodle Gals, and it is Women Pilots of World War II by Amy Nathan. They flew some of the bombers and the planes across the ocean so they would be on the war front. They transported a lot of the planes off the line and to the fronts where it needed to be. So check out Yankee Doodle Gals. and all of these fine books about World War II and other nonfiction. And for this summer, we encourage you to dive into nonfiction and check out all the great informative texts here at your library. You all have an excellent weekend and a happy Friday. And this is Miss Sharon, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.